The first new nuclear power plant for a generation, Hinkley Point C in Somerset, will be a stable source of clean energy. But the £16 billion investment comes at a cost. The electricity generated here will be sold at a set price, which could push up energy bills. The so-called strike price will give EDF a guaranteed rate of £92.50 for every megawatt of power generated per hour. If wholesale prices drop below the strike price, investors will be compensated through a levy on household bills. And if prices rise above that level, then EDF will pay the difference back to consumers. David Cameron has insisted the deal with French-owned EDF Energy is brilliant news, creating 25,000 jobs and enough electricity to power 6 million homes. He inspected the plans for Hinkley Point on a visit to Paris last year and says the plant will help keep the lights on and cut consumer bills in the long term.
If we have new nuclear power stations that are going to be providing power for 60 years, we may well find that will mean prices lower than they otherwise would be. But make no mistake about it, this is an important day for Britain. This is part of our long-term economic plan. It kick-starts again the British nuclear industry, it provides thousands of jobs for our country, and it provides long-term, secure, safe baseload power for our country.
But for anti-nuclear campaigners, this is just political spin.
The announcement of the so-called strike price, which is in effect a public subsidy of EDF's profits, means that we'll all be paying double the current rate, wholesale rate of electricity for the next 30 years.
It is with pride that I now open Calder Hall, Britain's first atomic power station.
It was 57 years ago last week that the Queen opened the world's first nuclear power station at Calder Hall. Britain no longer leads the world on nuclear power, and today's deal is aimed at halting the country's nuclear decline. Sophie Ridge, Sky News in Westminster.